I'm Liz. I'm 64 and suffer with a very rare neurological and autoimmune condition called stiff person syndrome. My symptoms began in 1990 with extreme unwarranted anxiety. My GP told me it was probably due to the fact that we were going through the adoption process. And in 1993 we did indeed adopt 2 children. I then had a brief honeymoon period, but then found myself visiting the GP on an almost weekly basis with different symptoms, such as difficulty crossing roads, my left leg not always listening to my brain, and my upper abdomen would always be impossibly tight. It was so difficult to even reach my feet. And after many visits, I, like many other sufferers, was sent to see a psychologist. Even he didn't think it was all in the head. My last visit to the GP yielded much more concrete evidence, as my left leg went into spasm. That was in 1997. I was passed to my diabetic consultant, who believed it was a neurological condition. I saw a neurologist, and after a 10-minute examination, he said, "You're presenting with a condition called stiff man syndrome, but don't worry, it won't be that. It's far too rare, and I've never seen a case." I was in hospital for almost 2 weeks to rule out other conditions. My antibodies to GAD were raised, and the EMG confirmed it was indeed stiff man syndrome, as it was then called. My neurologist told me there was no available treatment, and that as it was a progressive condition, I would become bedbound and in spasm most of the time until I died. I didn't and wouldn't believe it. The following day, my husband and I went to the library. In each book we found diazepam was the first line of treatment. So straight back to the neurologist to insist he prescribed me diazepam. Wow, what a difference it made. For a time anyway. Over the years I've tried other medications and treatments without success until I began taking gabapentin, which with the diazepam helped quite a lot. I gave up driving 3 years ago after having a hypoglycemic attack whilst driving and crashing the car. Fortunately, no one was injured. Now I have a 3-wheeled walker, a wheelchair and a mobility scooter, which means I can use my 3-wheeled walker in the garden, my wheelchair for buses and trains, and my mobility scooter for shopping. Yes, stiff person syndrome is progressive, and my gradual increase of medication is an ongoing, it's ongoing. Going back to 1998, via the internet, I found a guy in the US who told me of a sufferer in the UK. I rang him, and the joy and relief of knowing I was not alone was wonderful. Furthermore, he knew of 3 other sufferers. So with just 5 people, the support group began. The group grew, so we decided to make it official and seek charitable status, which we did in 2003. There are over 400 people from around the world on our closed Facebook, the Facebook page. We all try to help each other, as families always do. My pragmatism encourages me to enjoy the good and cope with the bad as best I can. Please share this video to help raise awareness. Thank you.